Okay, 9-4 is arithmetic series, and a series is a sum of the terms in a sequence. There's two types. There's a finite series and an infinite series. The finite series has a first term and a last term, so it ends at some point. The infinite series keeps going and going and going without ending. Here's some examples. This finite series or sequence here, and this is a finite series. Notice the difference between the two. These have a plus in between them, where this is just a list of numbers, okay, with commas. The infinite, notice the difference between the infinite and the finite. The infinite has the dot 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 at the end, and it keeps going and going and going, and that's what that means, okay? Here's the formula for a sum of a finite arithmetic series. It's notated with the S sub n, which is the sum of the series. And notice here, you know, a finite series can still have, it's like here it has the first term, the second term, the third term, and then it has the dot dot dot. But because it puts this last term here, does still mean that it's a finite series. It doesn't mean it's infinite just because it has that dot dot dot. It didn't end with that. It had one last term to tell you what that last term is. So here's the formula. The A1 is the first term. The A sub n is the nth term or the last term in the sequence. And I didn't write it on here, but the n is the number of terms in the series. Okay, so going back to that last one that was 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Even with the plus in between the two, I'll make it the series. The A1 here would be the 6. The AN is the 18. Okay, the n is 5 because there are 5 terms in that series. Okay, so for this one, I need, in order to find the sum, I need the A1, the AN, and the n. The A1 is 2. The A sub n is the last term. That's going to be 100. And the n is how many terms are in that series. Now, for this one, you might be able to find it logically, but it's not always going to be that easy, so I'm going to find it algebraically. And we're going to use the AN formula to find that term. Because I know everything else except the n. I know the A1 is 2. I don't know what the n is, so I'm leaving that as n. I do know the common difference because they're even integers. Okay, the common difference is 2 because it's going from 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 all the way to 100. Okay, I don't know what that 100th term is. I don't know what term number that is. So to find out what that is, I'm going to put the 100 in the AN spot, and now I have everything filled in except the n. I can be able to find what that n is. So I distribute the 2. That's going to be plus 2n minus 2. The positive 2, negative 2 will actually cancel out in this case. 100 is equal to 2n. And I'm going to divide by 2, and n is equal to 50. So now that I have that n, I can find the sum using the formula. My n is 50 divided by 2. A1 is 2. AN is 100. So to find the sum of the first 50 terms, which is really going to be S sub 50, 25 times 102 becomes 2550, 2,550. and that's the sum of the first 50 terms. You go ahead and try the U-try. You can pause it now or you can go back to them at the end. So here's a word problem. Company pays a $10,000 bonus to salespeople at the end of their first 50 weeks if they make 10 sales in their first week and then improve the sales numbers by 2 each week thereafter. One salesperson qualified for the bonus with the minimum possible number of sales. How many sales did that salesperson make in week 50, and how many in all 50 weeks? So what do we have so far? List out the sequence. The first week, he or she had 10 sales. Then every week after that, it improved by 2, so 10, 12, 14, and so on, until the 50th week. I don't know how many sales they had that week, though. That's the first question. How many sales did the salesperson make in the 50th week? To do that, we're going to use the AN formula. Okay, so my first term is 10. My N, I'm trying to find what the 50th week is, so my N is going to be 50. And my common difference is 2. 10 plus 49 times 2, 10 plus 98 is equal to 108. And that's what the 50th term is. Okay, that's the first question. How many did they make? How many sales did they make in week 50? Now to find all the 50 weeks combined, you're going to find the sum of them, so you're going to use the SN formula. And here's the SN formula. So to find the sum of the first 50 weeks, I have 50 divided by 2 times, parentheses, A1, which is 10, AN, which is the 50th week, and we just found that as 108. So 25 times 118 is 2,950. And that's how much the person made in all 50 weeks. You can go ahead and try the U-try. That's just like that. And that's part 1 of 9.4. I'm going to split it up into 2 notes.